En 1971 inició lo que hoy es conocido como una de las ferias del mundo editorial más importantes. Me refiero a la London Book Fair y agradezco desde luego a su directora, Jacques Thomas, que nos concede esta entrevista. Thank you very much for the interview. So it was 1971 when it all started.
It was 44 years ago, and in London, in a small hotel, and it's grown a lot since then, as you can see.
So, over these 44 years, what's been the scope? How have you consolidated this literary hub, this editorial hub?
Well, when the first fair took place, it was actually for librarians, because books were produced very differently then. There were a lot of print books, and of course now we see everything at the book fair that's print and digital and audio, and the possibilities are endless, with the book at the heart of everything. But then over the years, it grew from an audience for librarians to an audience for booksellers, and then an audience for international publishers, primarily Americans to start off with. And now we have representation from over 116 countries. So that just shows in 44 years how the book fair has evolved.
Actually, it's a thermometer for the editorial book every 6 months. Actually, we have also Frankfurt.
We do have Frankfurt, yes.
What growth have you witnessed over the editorial world over the last years? What's the scope that we are facing?
I think that I look at publishing from the point of view of both geographies and sectors. So publishing has grown in the emergence of new publishing industries in possibly what we might call newer markets, whereas the European markets are obviously very well established in publishing, so they're the more mature markets. So we can look at the opportunities for books to cross borders to a greater number of languages and a greater number of cultures and countries. But additionally, in a digital age, very excitingly, we can look at how books travel across formats, and how we are looking at books across geography and sector, and aligned creative industries such as television, film, video gaming, gamification in educational aspects are all superb opportunities for publishers, because they own the content, they have the knowledge, they have the thing that everybody wants. And this is a major copyright fair, and I don't know how much business is being done today, but I know it's a lot.
How to deal with these rights, and in general with the platforms, new technological platforms, say ebook, that
Yes.
certainly changes the scope of editorial world. What have you learned? How can we, as industry and as a global world in the field of books, face these new challenges, these new horizons?
I think that what ebooks have done is to give the consumer or the reader a great deal more choice. I don't think it's one thing or the other. So if I'm going to read a book in my sitting room at home in a chair, I am much more likely to read a printed version of a book. If, however, I'm about to go traveling, maybe on holiday or maybe on business, and I want to take 10 books with me, I don't have to pay excess baggage anymore, because I can put all of those 10 books on one e-reader, and I have treasures to keep me going for quite a few weeks. So that I think is, for the consumer, a fantastic thing.
Actually, literature is also the bridge that we are establishing somehow between
Yes.
Mexico
Yes.
and the UK. How do you find this relationship specifically in the field of books? It's been said that many Spanish speakers speaking world are not being translated into English.
Well, I think you've got a great legacy of being translated into English, but you can always do more. And I think that such is our appetite for all things Mexican, because Mexico is cool, really cool at the moment, and there's a zeitgeist going on around Mexico in culture in all its formats. I think that Mexico is going to be selling a lot more writers into the rest of the world. I think that books in translation are just a fantastic thing, because they do more than give you a story. They open a window into somebody else's culture and world and society. And for those of us who really are interested in that sort of thing, literature and translation is absolutely crucial. a Mexico market focus, making this wonderful, wonderful display, bringing 11 authors over, doing goodness knows how many events in London and elsewhere over the next few months, is surely going to whet the appetite of lots and lots of British readers who are going to want more from Mexico.
Certainly a window for both countries.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Jack Thomas, de directora de la London Book Fair, aquí en el Olympia de Kensington, en la capital británica.